Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, hippies. Thank you so much for tuning in. I got another awesome tutorial for you guys. Before we get started, do make sure you do hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you don't miss anything that I do put out for you guys moving forward. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started and hop right on into this one. Start out first, you're just going to go ahead and remove this from the plastic. This is a brand new mold that I'm working with. I'm going to be making a compact mirror. That's a little mirror insert that came with it. And we're just going to go ahead and hop in. I already pre-prepped my resin off camera. Therefore, you're not going to see me mix two parts, but I am using 2-part resin. I'm using Aqua Seal resin for this tutorial. What I do is I start out with just putting a bit of resin into the rim right here like you see, and then I'm just going to scoop it over, make sure it's in the rim, and then I'm going to grab my alcohol inks. I'm grabbing different shades of blues, purples, and pinks. I'm also grabbing my white so that way I can create a really dope galaxy effect. Now what you do to start out is make sure you pour the ink into the resin, but just add a couple drops of each one into the empty spaces. And once you got enough colors and you have it how you like, you're just going to drop the white on top, and that's what's going to help create that galaxy effect and give it all those swirls and everything. So from here, just go ahead and add a bit more resin, and you're just going to repeat the same steps that I just did. So just go ahead and add in some more of your alcohol ink, drop that on in, randomize it. It doesn't matter what pattern you do it in, just do something that feels beautiful to you. Just don't forget to go over on top with that white. That's really the most important part, and you're not going to fill the mold up, so you do want to just make sure you cover the bottom and everything, so that way it leaves a nice even layer. But we are not filling the mold because we're going to be coming in with another layer, and the mirror molds are very, very thin, so you don't want to have it like all bulky and everything when we add our foils in later. So yeah, just go ahead, continue adding your white and everything. And then you're going to take your toothpick, and you just see me over here making like different swirls and everything. So that way I can make it look more interesting and just give it just some more oomph. So just drag that toothpick around until you got it how you like it and everything. And then you're just going to allow that to sit and let it cure. Once your resin has had a chance to harden, what you're going to do is you're just going to mix up a bit more resin, and you're going to grab your foil. I already pre-cut this foil and measured it to size, and then from here I'm just going to be adding resin to the back of my foil. I'm acting like it's a glue, and from here I'm just going to place it on top of place it on top of that cured resin that we did earlier, and then just press it down into place once you have it where you want it. Do be careful about pressing it. You don't want to scrape the foils and everything, so just be mindful of that. But this just helps make sure that it stays in place, that it doesn't come over the edge of the mold, and that any bubbles underneath that may have gotten trapped are released. So after you got that down, you're just going to, add a little bit of resin on top and make sure you have a nice even layer, and just go ahead and fill that mold right on up, because this is going to be the last resin step that we do here. So exciting, right? Exciting. And then of course, once you finish with that, you're just going to spray it with your alcohol, make sure there are no bubbles or anything like that, and allow that to cure. Once it's finished curing, you're just going to go ahead and wiggle that from your mold. So just pull it on out, pull from each side, and it should pop right on out for you. From here, I'm just pulling off any little excess resin that may have like collected on the sides and everything that I don't want there. Getting off what I can with my nail first, and then I'm just going to take my sanding block and go over any sharp edges just to make sure that the edges are nice and flush, so that way you know the drill, it doesn't cut anyone's fingers, because I don't want anyone getting hurt or anything with this stuff. So please make sure that you are sanding down these edges or doing something to make sure that they aren't sharp anymore, because they get really sharp. Yeah, I remember all those band-aids and stuff I used to have on my fingers and stuff. It's because I was cutting myself with the sides of the resin, the cured pieces. But yeah, so once you finish with that, you're just going to go ahead and clean that off. Grab your E6000 glue and also grab your mirror. You're just going to add the E6000 glue onto the back of the mirror. You don't need to be overly heavy-handed with this. It's a compact mirror, so chill out. And then just from there, go ahead and place that into the resin, and then you're just going to allow that to dry completely. So once your E6000 is completely dry, we can go ahead and remove this little protective layer here. I'm using a weeding tool that I usually use when I am like weeding my vinyl and everything and pulling out those negative spaces. So this works great for that. Just be careful not to scratch your mirror, and find a nice little edge that'll allow you to pull from. And then once you got a little flap to pop up, then go ahead and just like pull the whole thing off. So you'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. I was having a bit of a hard time with this, but yeah, it worked out for me. So from here, you're just gonna pull that little flap up like I was telling you, and then pull that all off. And now you have your mirror, and the reflection on this is really good. Alright hippies, so this is our final product. I really love how these inks look. I love how small and tiny and cute this mirror is. Like, it's just giving me galaxy vibes. I love the hollow foil on the bag. It's so shiny and rainbow and iridescent, and the alcohol inks are just even trippier on the back. I absolutely love it. If you love it as much as I do, hippies, make sure you like this video for me. Leave a comment, let me know. Share it with a friend. Feedback is a gift, and I really love like reading what you guys have to say and everything. And until next time, XO. Mwah.